So once I'm done my plank progression, my Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning workouts, they all revolve around like a upper body circuit that focuses on push-ups, different forms of push-ups. So for my workout, I usually go through the circuit 3 times. Each circuit has standard push-ups, and then usually a filler exercise, and then an ab exercise, and then wide push-ups, again, filler exercise, ab roller exercise, and then narrow push-ups, followed by a final filler exercise, and then that's one circuit, so that I do each circuit 3 times, using a different filler exercise each time. And so usually I'll alternate on, like, say a Monday and a Friday I'll do legs, kind of more leg stuff for filler exercises. The Wednesday I might do back exercises, so I kind of alternate between leg and back exercises as filler exercises. So if you don't have an ab roller, obviously you can do any other type of ab exercise, like say bicycle crunches or mountain climbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one complete circuit, and then I'm going to show you some of the other filler exercises that I do on either Monday, Wednesdays, or Fridays. So here we go. So I start with standard push-ups. Normally I do sets of 36. Obviously you can do as many as you feel that you can do for 3 consecutive circuits. If 36 is a little bit too much, you can reduce it.
So when doing push-ups, you want to make sure your core is braced properly. Your hands should be just wider than shoulder width apart. If anything, your hands should be facing slightly outwards to reduce pressure on your shoulders. Notice how I'm not straining my neck downwards as much as possible. That's also something you definitely want to avoid doing when doing push-ups.
So that's one set. So then I would move on. Filler exercise, which I'm going to show you just some calf raises. Single leg, 12 reps.
So for calf raises, I like to do sets of 12 on each side, and I'll do that twice. So I get 24 reps in total per leg.
So I do 24 per side total. So that's that. And then the first type of ab roller exercise, just straight out, straight back from your knees. It's helpful to have kind of an anchor point where you can stick your feet under, but it's not necessary. So I do 24 reps of these.
So for ab rollers, you don't want to go so far that obviously your chest or your hips hit the floor. If you look closely, I'm just stopping before that happens. Really, you have to only go as far as you feel comfortable. Your abs should be completely extended, but still flexed as much as possible. And when you're coming back, you don't want to completely relax your abs either.
that's the ab rollers. So then I'll start my next set of push-ups, wide push-ups. I usually do sets of 24. So about, maybe not quite twice, shoulder width apart, hands facing out slightly.
So for wide push-ups, I'm putting my hands almost twice shoulder width. Again, with the hands angled slightly outwards, bracing my core, making sure my bum doesn't sag or pike, and I'm trying hard not to extend my neck towards the floor. I want to keep a very neutral spine while doing these.
And then next filler exercise are going to be more calf raises, but double leg.
So my hands here are on the wall just for balance, and I'm not using them in any way to pull myself up.
So 24 reps of those, and I'm back to ab roller. So this one I try to work more on my obliques. So rather than going straight out and back, I go side to side. You can either do all of them on the same side, 12 on each side, and then switch, or you can alternate.
Again, you want to avoid going so low that your chest is touching or your hips touch. And again, you're pulling back all the way back to center without letting your abs completely relax.
So one more set of push-ups. So I do 12 narrow push-ups, military style sometimes, keeping the elbows in. You're working your triceps.
When doing narrow push-ups, make sure you keep your elbows in next to your chest to put the pressure on the triceps and avoid flaring them out.
And then the final filler exercise between circuits. I'm doing a minute of wall sits. Try to get down into a 90 degrees. And start your time.
There's not much you can do to jazz up wall sits. They're just kind of boring. So have fun with it.
That's it. So that's one of 3 circuits. So normally I would do that same circuit an additional 2 times with the same ab roller exercises, but different filler exercises, which I will now show you. So each circuit takes about 10 to 12 minutes. So an entire workout, including the plank progression at the beginning, usually takes me around 40 minutes to do, which I do every morning before breakfast. So I've just done my second set of regular push-ups. Next exercise is the split jumps. If you're in a low basement like me, watch your head. It's just a split squat stance. And you're switching legs. I just do 12 reps. So after the second set of wide push-ups, I usually do mountain climbers. I know it's mostly considered a core exercise, but it works your legs too. It helps keep your heart rate up.
So for this exercise, 48 reps per side means I'm driving my left knee to my chest 48 times, and I'm driving my right knee to my chest 48 times. So you're doing almost 100 reps total. If you watch closely, you can see I'm changing my angle just to give my shoulders a little bit of a different work, and also I'm going left to right a little bit once I hit the halfway point, just to work my obliques a little bit.
So after the second set of narrow push-ups, I do a set of squats. I have some dumbbells, so I usually do goblet squats with a 20-pounder, but you can easily just do them with body weight or anything else that's relatively heavy lying around your house. So what I do is I do 24 standard squats and then 24 step-out squats, 12 to each side. I'll show you.
So for squats, you want to make sure that your weight is back on your heels. The knees should not go past your toes, and you want to avoid knees buckling inwards. You want to keep your knees as stable as possible.
On the other side, looks like this. And then the step-out squats.
Again, for lateral squats, you want to make sure the knee is not significantly going past the heel or past the toe in the forward direction. Keeping the weight back again.
Do 12 more. You can also do them like this, one per side. That's it for squats. So after my first set, or my last set of standard push-ups, take the dumbbell again. Again, you don't need weight for this ones. I just do 12 lunges.
These are alternating forward lunges. Alternatively, you can also do reverse lunges, or as you'll see the second half, stationary lunges.
And then 12 stationary. Nope. So the final leg exercise is fire hydrants, I guess, or leg lifts. I usually start on the ground, do 12 straight legs, then 12 from a kneeling position.
For this exercise, you want to make sure that your hips are stacked, meaning that your hips are not tilted forwards towards the floor, nor are they tilted backwards towards the ceiling, but they're stacked perfectly on top of each other.
So another 12 from here.
This exercise really works the glute muscle as the glute on that top leg is just firing to bring the leg upwards.
And then the other side.
Once you get a feel for stacking your hips, you want to make sure that you're leading with your heel as opposed to your toe during this exercise.
And that's it. Just finish up your last ab roller, your final set of push-ups, and you're done.